All right, we've got gold testing resistance around the 50 moving average for the second day in a row. But first, a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by XNES, the world's largest retail broker, offering ultra-fast execution with no overnight fees. Find a link in the description below. This is Bruce for FXEmpire, taking a look at the daily chart for gold. So, we have this downtrending channel in gold, and it's been getting some short-term strength with the creating this rising A, B, C, D pattern with a rise above the purple 20 moving average and a daily close above it yesterday, followed by today's rally into above yesterday's high, but to a resistance at 2006.65, the second test of resistance around the 50 orange moving average, and it's behaving as resistance because trading continues to trade. Gold continues to trade near the lows of the day, and again testing support of the 20 moving average. So we'll support here, then resistance. If it holds at support, there's a chance to go higher. If it breaks lower, then we're looking for support around yesterday's low at 2006.22 roughly, and this internal downtrend line. We could say that as long as gold stays above this trend line, there's a potential to continue higher, maybe break out through the top of this trend line, and maybe this swing high right here eventually. There's no sign of it yet, but that is what we're looking at potentially as gold continues to strengthen. It's also important, I think, we take a look at the weekly chart because the weekly chart also shows strength. So as I zoom in to the weekly chart, you could see earlier in the week, gold dropped below last week's low, which is an inside week, and then rallied, broke out above it today. So we had a complete reversal to the bears being in control to now we're ending the week with the bulls being in control, at least to some degree. Anyway, a stronger close. The close has not happened yet, but a stronger close will be a close above last week's low of last week's high of 2006.39 or so. Nevertheless, you could see how last week gold closed below the purple 20-week moving average, and that was the only time that has happened. Let me just reset the chart since it was reclaimed back here in October 2023. So that is the fact that it's been now reclaimed again this week is a bullish behavior because it's a failure of the breakdown. So it's a failure of the bearish signal. And so that has a potential to spike in the other direction. We're not seeing a spike, but certainly we're seeing a move in the other direction. So that leaves us with a 3-week high for gold at this week's high of 2006.65. So a breakout above this week's high heading into next week will be a breakout of a 3-week high, which is bullish. That could trigger some momentum to potentially challenge this top trend line or this previous swing high right here at 2007.26. All right, that is it for gold traders. Have a great weekend.